dancing with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other to truly have consideration. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 85 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
On the throwaway.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
What's he talking about, Ref?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. Able to connect with Mims. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Pardon, it's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately, this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. 3rd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Mims. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
To this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The numbers for Diggs from a week ago: 4 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Jets 14, Bills 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Snell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. Swatted, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Benny Snell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive of 4 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Allen now on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you do,
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen finding Knox there, complete. That catch. Good. For 5, it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings
operating from the gun. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we see.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Aldrich Rosa.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Well, at the 31-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way we can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
They'll look to throw again. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year is and that is going to be a safety.
The sack occurred in the...
So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He'll air the... And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Letting one go deep. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Marcus May with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
After review of the play,
Roses to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out come the Bills. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Down and sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to rip. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check him down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58's the money. 58's the money.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
At the 3-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bills.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
At the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
49-yard.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That is caught at the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For Dawson Knox. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland.